welcome back to Dork Sports, March Madness edition. My name's Pike. With me, as always, Miguel Silva and Michael Trainer. And this week, I can't think of a better guest to have this week to be talking about March Madness and some college hoops. Your boy, Keenan Womack.
What is up, fellas?
What is going on?
What are we doing, guys? This is my favorite week of the year. It's like Christmas for me, man.
Hell yeah. Waking up early, getting the treats.
I'm so happy. I'm so
happy, bro. It's the best
here, dude.
4 days in sports, bro. It's the best.
Yeah.
And like MLB playoffs are amazing, hockey playoffs are amazing, college football playoff is great, but this is the best, I think. I really do.
Yeah.
Those first two rounds, I mean, from daylight to
but I mean,
midnight,
like honestly, you look at the stretch, the month-long stretch of the Olympics, WBC, this March Madness, and opening day baseball. This is heaven on fucking earth, dude.
Oh, and the Masters comes the weekend after the national championship, so you get that too. It's great. Great
sprinkle that on top.
Oh yeah. It's the absolute best. But yeah, boys, I'm gonna help you guys pick your brackets today. That's what I was brought on to do. I'm in charge of my team at my company. We're in a bracket competition with the rest of the company, and they're like, "That's up to you, brother." And so I'm in charge of that for them.
Nice.
Oh yeah, dude.
Do you have any like strategy tips about, because like you could get every upset in the first round right and still lose very easily if you don't have the winner picked. Like, do you have a strategy for the kind of order you go through? What the most important potential upsets that you like try to pick out, or do you just go through it game by game?
Well, I mean, I go through it game by game like anybody else, but what I kind of look at like randomly is I look at teams that turn it over a lot and teams that get turned over a lot. Like, one of my picks I really like in the first round is South Florida over Louisville, because South Florida is one of the top turnover forcing teams in the country, and Louisville turns the ball over a ton. And Louisville's one of those teams where, like, if they're not shooting hot, they're not gonna dominate. So they have a ton of talent in the backcourt. Like, they have Mikael Brown Jr., who's going to be a top 10 pick. Ryan Conwell, who's probably going to be an early second rounder. They got Adrian Woolley. Like, they got dudes, but they're just sloppy sometimes with the ball. And South Florida plays this system where they just jump passing lanes regularly. And I think they're going to get a ton of points off turnovers. And I think that's an 11 seed over a 6, and that's one of the picks I have in the first round. I really like South Florida.
I was actually just looking at somebody that had South Florida going on to beat Michigan State.
I could see that. The thing with Michigan State, dude, is like they're super slow paced. So like all those possessions mean so much more. When you're playing like in Alabama where the pace is crazy, like you can turn it over a few times. But man, if you're playing a team like Michigan State where you got 10 fewer possessions than you do in a typical game, like it's hard to beat them with that small margin for error. You know what I mean? In those slower games. But I could see that. South Florida has some talented pieces, but I just think Michigan State's very good at controlling the game. I think Fears is really good at controlling the game, and I think that they probably handle South Florida, but I wouldn't be shocked if South Florida made a Sweet 16. That wouldn't be like the craziest thing in the world to me.
Yeah, that was a second round match that I was staring at for a little bit because I definitely had South Florida beating Louisville on my bracket. That's one of my three favorite upsets. In the first round, like them, Akron, and UCF are kind of my three favorite like lower seeds.
I like
winning.
Akron, but man, I just think Arkansas's hot right now, dude. That's what
they're not playing
Akron
Arkansas.
has. Who do they have?
They're playing Texas Tech.
Oh, they're playing Tech. I don't know why I mixed that up. I got the 4 seeds mixed up. Yeah, Arkansas plays Hawaii. They'll dominate that game.
Arkansas looks good.
Dude, Arkansas's backcourt is like one of the best I've ever seen at the collegiate level. Like,
well, it's Calipari, and it's Calipari time to choke.
No, see, dude, I know, like,
Calipari time, baby. Fuck that guy.
I get it, but like, I don't think this Arkansas team is built like that Kentucky team. First of all, they have more age on their team. Like, yes, 2 of their stars are freshmen, but they have experience in the front court. They have experience at wing. They have experience in the backcourt that isn't a starter. Like, the teams that lose early in March for Calipari were all very young teams. Like if you look at like the Reed Shepherd, Rob Dillingham year, like that team was young, dude. There was like 4 or 5 freshmen in the rotation. I think for Arkansas there's 2, and it's Acuff, who is the best point guard in the country for my money. Like doesn't matter what age. I think he's the best in the country right now. And then Malik Thomas, who's like a combo guard who kind of comes off the bench, or not comes off the bench, but he isn't the star. I think they're going to smoke Hawaii, but Akron Tech, that's a brutal draw for Tech because Tech lost JT Toppin for the year, like a month ago about, and that's their best player arguably. It's him or Christian Anderson, and Akron's really good. Like Akron is like not a joke. I think that's a really good pick. So that's a 5-12. I thought it was a 4-13.
You think?
Yeah, Akron's not a bad pick at all. I think they can totally win.
But then you like Alabama.
I do like Alabama. Hofstra is sneaky good too, though. If you remember Speedy Claxton, he's their head coach. He played for the Sixers and the Spurs and the Warriors, I believe, in the NBA. And he played at Hofstra. And I think this is their first time in the tournament in like 20 years or something. But yeah, Alabama, even though they lost Aiden Holloway today, I don't know if you heard about that, but their second leading scorer got arrested with a pound of weed, which like you would think who gives a shit, but they're in Alabama, so they do give a shit.
Yeah.
So a
pound is also a lot.
First game. Pound is a lot. You're not smoking a pound. Like,
it's a decent amount to get caught with. I mean, yeah, no, that was for the team.
Yeah, for real.
To be fair to the guy, I mean, listen, you can freeze dry it and save it for later.
That's what it was. He was going to put it in the freezer.
Yeah.
You want to just go down and start? We can just go down the Midwest since we're already talking about all these Midwest games. And we can just go game by game throughout this if you want.
Pull it up on
or whatever, if that's cool with y'all.
Yeah.
And then if you have any questions, throw them at me, and we'll go from there. Michigan UMBC first round. Don't see UMBC pulling off another upset here, like they did against Virginia a few years ago. This Michigan team is stupid good, man. Like their front court.
You guaranteeing UMBC makes that game?
Oh yeah, your boy's got to play.
Who cares? It's the 16 game. Who cares? Whoever wins that game is playing for the right to get beat by 30.
Beat the shit out of by Michigan, absolutely.
This Michigan team is like, man, their front court has 3 dudes who are going to be first round draft picks. Like that's fucking nuts, dude.
Yeah.
That's nuts. 3 forwards who are going to be first round draft. Well, 2 forwards and a center. And they're just so physical, man. They just beat the shit out of you in the paint. They're just so fucking good on the glass. And they're so good just getting the ball in the paint and letting their guys work. And you just can't out physical Michigan. They could win it all. They're a 1 seed, obviously. That's not a hot take, but man, they are a physical team. They are fucking tough to deal with for sure.
Yeah, that one. I don't see Howard or UMBC giving them a game, really. I mean, I think the spread will probably be in the mid-20s if I had to guess.
Georgia or St. Louis giving them a game?
Yeah, Georgia St. Louis is going to be a banger. Now that's going to be a fucking awesome game.
Georgia's got some athletes.
Georgia's got some athletes, but man, St. Louis's coach, Josh Schertz, I watched him at Indiana State because Texas brought in 2 Indiana State transfers 2 years ago. So I watched a lot of St. Louis to be like, what's up with these guys? That offense that St. Louis runs, that Josh Schertz runs, is super sick, man. It's like a ton of off-ball screening and just like quick rotations and just dudes cutting off screens and slips. And it's like, it's badass to watch. And they don't have the athletes Georgia has, but they do have very skilled guys. I don't know if you've heard of Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, white boy Robbie Avila.
Kareem, yeah. I've heard
player of the year in the I think they're A10. But yeah, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
A sick nickname.
So they have player of the year in the A10, and A10's not like a nothing conference, so they're going to be a tough. I actually think St. Louis is going to win this game against Georgia, just because I don't think Georgia's going to be prepared for this offense that they're running. I mean, they have better athletes, but I don't know, man. I really see St. Louis winning this game. SLU.
But then, are they able to go on and threaten Michigan?
I don't think anybody's going to really threaten Michigan until they get Alabama, to be honest, out of these first few teams. Like, I don't think Tech can do it with Toppin out. If they had Toppin, I would be picking them to probably go to the Final Four. But losing Toppin just, like, killed their season. It sucks because, like, and I hate Tech. Like, Tech is a rival of Texas, but it sucks to see a guy, like, blow his knee out. Like, that's just – you never want to see that, even if it's like an opposing team, you know.
Yeah, that's a big factor why I kind of do like. I mean, I've got Akron as the only 12 over 5 upset.
It makes the most sense out of all the 5-12s, like for sure.
Yeah, and I feel like 5-12 is the one that kind of always happens. So that's the one I kind of like glued in on and went that one. Like immediately looked at that one and went. Yeah, that's the 12-5 that's happening this year.
And Akron's fucking, like, they're no joke, man. I mean, they put a dude into the league, like, 2 years ago, Enrique Freeman, and, like, they have won 3 straight, I think, tournament championships in the MAC.
Yeah.
So, like, they have tournament experience, and, like, they understand this game, and, like, don't get me wrong, Tech has some dudes. Like, Christian Anderson is, like, a fucking stud. Like, that guy's amazing point guard. He's averaging, like, 19 or 20 a game, like, 5 or 6 assists. He's awesome. But they just don't have that top-end dude who puts them over the top end.
Akron,
I think Akron's a good pick there.
Akron runs
Sorry, what?
I'm guessing Akron runs a high tempo. I think they're averaging, like, nearly 90 a game.
Well, let's look it up.
I
mean, if they're scoring 90 a game, I'm sure that's...
Yeah, so I kind of looked at it a little bit. I think they shoot the 18th, or they make the 18th most threes in the country. Texas Tech was third, but now Toppin's hurt.
I'll tell you what, if in the second round you got Akron and Alabama, bet whatever the over is.
Oh, that's going to be 105 to 100.
Yeah, bet the over, whatever the number is. Both those teams... I mean, Alabama runs score up and plays 0 defense.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't say they play 0 defense. I wrote a piece about this, not to correct you, but they actually play decent defense. If you look at their adjusted defensive efficiency, it's pretty good. Yeah. Like 60th in the country out of 360 teams. They just play so many possessions that
makes sense.
People are going to score on them. But like teams don't shoot that well against them. Like Texas beat them in Tuscaloosa this year, and it's Texas' best win of the season, I think. And they did it by just staying home on shooters and like not over helping. I think that's the key to beating Bama is like not helping off, because if you help off, they're going to get an open three every single time. So that would be my strategy if I'm Hofstra, is like you don't not help at all, but like limit the help as much as possible, just because Alabama has like 5 dudes who can shoot, and on the floor at any given time they have 3 dudes who can shoot. And like the key to NATO's system is having a 4 and 5 that can pop, like can like come off a screen and shoot threes. Or I mean set a screen and then roll off the screen and shoot threes. And like they have multiple guys who can do that. So dude, Bama's offense is sick, man.
Yeah, I mean it's just a possession overload, and they shoot very well 100%. From outside the arc.
Bro, they hit like 15 threes a game or something.
Crazy.
Which is like one of the. I mean, that's nothing like compared to like an NBA team.
Sure.
But like for a college team, that's a ton of threes to hit per game. They attempt like 37 a game or something.
Yeah.
All right, so Tennessee gets the winner of
Miami, Ohio, and St. Mary's.
That's hell of a game.
Yeah, Miami, Ohio, St. Mary's.
That's a tough draw for both of those 11 seed teams. For them to be fighting for an 11 seed.
I'm taking St. Mary's all day long.
On Miami, Ohio?
I don't think Miami is very good. I mean, I had an impressive season. I'm not shitting on their season because, going 31-0 in a regular season is like super impressive regardless of who you are, what league you're doing it in. But they have not played a quad 2 game even this year. So they've only played quad 3, quad 4 games. And, St. Mary's played in the West Coast Conference. They've just played better teams. So give me St. Mary's there, I think. Pretty sure on that one. But whoever wins that game, Tennessee's interesting, man. So Tennessee's coach used to be at Texas, Rick Barnes. And if you guys want to interject at any point, feel free. I don't want to talk over you this whole time. This is my shit. I love talking about it. So
SMU is 6.5-point favorites in that game.
Yeah.
Over Miami.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oh, SMU's. I think you said SMC, like St. Mary's is playing Miami.
Oh, yeah, you know what? That might have been my mistake. SMU is favored by 6.5.
Oh yeah, no, I'm definitely taking SMU over them. Yeah, no question. Yeah.
But just for a little context, they're heavy favorites.
I'm not surprised. They had this point guard, Boopy Miller, who is my kind of low-key candidate to go nuts during March Madness and like make a name for himself. He's like 5'11", but he's just so fast, man, with the ball. Like he just gets to the rim. So he's a walking paint touch, and he's like 5'11". He could shoot it. Like he's like a candidate for me for a guy that's gonna like have like a Kemba not quite a Kemba Walker run because they're not winning the Natty, but just a crazy tournament run where he's scoring 25 points a game and everybody knows who he is and he hits a buzzer beater or something. Yeah, I think Miami Ohio season's going to end
tomorrow,
very early.
Oh, it's Wednesday
in the tournament. I just don't see it, man. I don't know. They haven't played anybody good this year. They've played haven't played any good teams, and they lost to a bad team. So it's like I don't really know what to think about them. But I'm not impressed with the metrics.
Did they not play Akron?
They beat Akron once. I don't think they played them twice. I think they got them at home. So I mean, like, yeah, Akron's decent, but it's still not a quad 2 game.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, the games are split into 4 quadrants for the listener that's unaware, and like, quadrant 1 is like, you play Duke or you play Michigan or you play, Alabama. Quad 2 is not quite as impressive of a win, and it has to do with like whether you're playing at home or away as well. And then 3 and 4 are like games you need to win if you're a high major team. Quad 4 is like the worst teams in the country. Quad 3 is like mid majors. This is all very rough definitions, but like you should beat all your quad 3, quad 4 games if you're a high major team. Like ideally you do. And Miami had none of those games above quad 3. So I just don't think they're battle tested enough to like win a game in March. I don't know. That's my thought on it.
Yeah, that makes sense. The only game of theirs I saw was their early exit from the Conference USA tournament.
Right. Yeah. It's just like, dude, you're the best team. You got to win that tournament. Like, I know it's like they made it, but I wonder if they're in their heads now. Like, they lost their last game after not losing all season.
Yeah, that's
I could see that like being like a sticking point,
Like the baseball equivalent would be like a pitcher going no hit into the 7th and then giving up a hit, and then everyone's hitting them after that just because it's in their head now.
Giving up a home run or some shit,
Yeah, because there's one or two ways to respond to that. You either crumble or you bounce back strong, and I'm leaning towards crumble.
Yeah. I could see SMU giving Tennessee a very tough game.
SMU's got some dudes. I'm telling you, man. Like Boopy Miller, obviously, and it sucks. They lost their true freshman center, who was a badass, Jaden Toombs. They lost him for the season, which sucks for them. But SMU's a lot of fun, man. Andy Enfield runs a very like high octane offense. Like it's a fun team to watch. So Tennessee's like the opposite. They play this like boring, grinded out type style where the defense is the focus, and they do have a freshman who's probably going to be a top 10 or 15 pick, Nate Ament, who's just like a big wing who can shoot it. But I don't know. I don't love Tennessee's chances of getting super far, and I think you're right. I think SMU could definitely give them a game. We got Virginia versus Wright State. Going Virginia here. Yeah. Their coach is awesome, man. Ryan Odom. He came from Virginia Commonwealth and just like built a monster already in his first season there. And like they have so many dudes. They have Tyster Ritter, they have Johan Grunlow, they have Jakari White. Like they are They got some fucking Chance Mallory. Like, they got some dudes on that. Like, I think Virginia could be a low-key, like, Final Four team. Like, actually. I don't think they can win it all, but I think they could make a Final Four. It wouldn't surprise me. That's how fucking talented they are. Yeah, there's some bad boys over there, dude. Kentucky, Santa Clara. Going Santa Clara here, man. Kentucky's just been very underwhelming this year. Not sure if you have any Kentucky listeners, but they're not the...
No, we actually don't fuck with Kentucky after last year.
Yeah,
I'll explain. I'll explain when we get there. We'll get into that.
Dude, I'm so happy Santa Clara got Kentucky because I watched their conference tournament because they played Gonzaga in the final, and I'm like, I still kind of like them. I hope they get like a decent matchup, and then they get Kentucky, and it's like, hey,
yeah,
perfect. It's perfect, dude. Santa Clara
and Kentucky has like historically team. Are a big like losing the first round team, right?
And we're under Cal. It depends on the year though, because like they won a national championship in I think it was 2012, and then they've been to Final Fours since then. But yeah, the last like 5 years they've had some very embarrassing, very famous first round exits against bad teams. Like they got beat by Oakland University.
That's right. That was the one. I was trying to think of which one it was.
It was the Rob Dillingham, Reed Shepherd team. And, yeah, they got beat. Jack Golke hit 10 threes against them, which is so funny. That guy's like a fucking accountant now or something.
Yeah.
I think he's actually in the G League, but he had no prayer at pro basketball before that game where he just went nuts.
That might be one of my favorite NCAA tournament games of all time. The Jack Golke game.
I remember I was at a bar watching it, dude. Because Texas played right after that. They played Colorado State right after that. And I was with like 15 of my buddies. We were all at the bar watching that. We were all just like, is this going to fucking happen? Is this team going to lose to Oakland University? And they did. Yeah. It was a great game.
Yep. Dude,
That's so great about March, man.
Oh, yeah.
But personal feeling, like I fucking despise John Calipari.
Really? So you hate Arkansas now too?
Yes, I hate that motherfucker so much, dude. I wish John Chaney beat his fucking ass, dude.
John Chaney.
I wanted him to.
Why do you hate him? Any particular reason?
He's just a smug son of a bitch. He's a cocksucker.
Yeah, he's also
hate him. All my guys get drafted to the NBA.
Yeah, I mean, dude, his like fucking like his NBA stats are insane. He's put like 65 dudes in the league.
Yeah.
45 of which were first rounders. But all right, last game of this bracket is Iowa State, Tennessee State. Iowa State's really, really good.
Cyclones.
Yeah, they're gonna win this game. I'm not worried about it. I
got them winning.
All right, let's
jump. For that bracket, you got Sweet 16 going Virginia, Iowa State, right?
Yes. Yeah. I think Virginia is very fucking good, man. I really do. I don't see a lot of upsets in this side other than maybe Akron over Tech. And if you count St. Louis over Georgia, I guess that's an upset. But, I mean, it's an 8-9, so it's like, how much of an upset is it really? I guess Santa Clara over Kentucky. I guess there are a few upsets. Santa Clara over Kentucky, too. Yeah, I have Iowa State, Virginia in the Sweet 16, and then the other Sweet 16, I have Michigan, Bama, because I don't think Bama's losing to Akron. And I don't think Michigan's going to lose before the Elite Eight. To be honest, I think they're really good. They're so good in the front court, bro. Like, if you don't have an NBA center on your team, like, they're going to fucking beat you. Like, they just are. They just have too many dudes on that team. Like, they have Merez Johnson, they have Yaxel Lindenborg, and they have Adai Mara, who are all going to be first-round draft picks, and they're all bigs. It's crazy. Crazy team, bro. Let's go West bracket.
Let's head over to West.
Yeah, let's do it. Arizona going to take down Fins Up. But I don't know if you've seen that meme, but the Fins Up meme, the LIU Sharks. It's been like a huge meme on college basketball Twitter. So it's a cool story. I think it's the first time they've maybe ever been to the tournament or the first time in like a long time. But Pretty cool. They're going to get waxed. They're going to get beat by 50. Arizona's the best team in the country, and my preseason pick to win the national championship. And it's not looking bad.
Isn't that also Long Island University of Brooklyn or something like that? Like, I feel like it was.
Yeah, there's.
Well, I'm pretty sure
campuses.
Yeah, there's LIU Post and shit, but I'm pretty sure. Yeah, the main campus is not actually in Long Island. On Long Island.
Yeah, get it right, dude. You live there now.
They yell at you, and it's like, yo, bro, you are not on vacation. We're in traffic. We're in Long Island. It's hell.
Ooh, this shit sucks. Yeah, dude, it's probably cold out there, huh?
Yeah, it's nasty today too. There's a ton of rain.
Actually, LIU's been to the tournament more than you'd think. Damn.
What conference are they
recently
in?
though?
Are they MEAC or NEAC? What conference are they in?
Northeast.
Yeah, NAIC. Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah.
How many times have they been? When was the last time they went?
2018.
The Sharks.
Okay. In 8 years. They've been terrible for most of the last decade though. Like, not even for their league type shit. In Villanova, Utah State, I have the Utah State Aggies pulling the upset. I think Villanova is a year away from being a really good team again. I think they have a really good coach, Kevin Willard, but this is his first year. He's kind of juggling a few different things. He had
Hodges, dude. If
you would know,
Matt,
you're a Philly guy.
Yeah, if Matt Hodge were in this game, honestly, they probably would have beat Georgetown in the Big East tournament. They'd probably be a higher seed.
Right. Yeah,
they'd probably be a 7, maybe even a 6 seed. Depending on how far they could have made it in the Big East tournament with him. I still have them winning this game, but it's not great. Like, listen, if they win this game, they'll get their ass beat by Arizona the next game. So yeah, they're a year away.
Yeah, neither of these teams is playing with Arizona. I mean, those boys are scary good, man. Like, you talk about the 3 teams that could win the national champion, the 3 favorites to win the national, 4 favorites, so the 4 1 seeds. All 4 of those teams have monstrous front courts with just like NBA dudes left and right. Like, Arizona has Toa Pete, who's going to be a first-round pick. They have Modijas Krivas, who's going to be a first-round pick. And they have Tobe Awaka, who's probably a year away from being a first-round pick. Florida has Chinyalu. They have Hawk, and they have Condon, who are all going to play in the league. Duke has Gungba and Boozer and Malik Brown. 2 of those 3 are going to play in the league. And then Michigan, like I said earlier, has Lindeborg, Mara, and Johnson. I mean, it's just like the year of the front court, which I love to see. I love the big men getting some love. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Here's another 12-5 I like, though. There's another 12-5 I like.
Ooh,
High Point.
Really?
I saw High Point was one that I noticed a lot of people had as a big upset.
I like that pick. Wisconsin's just like the most inconsistent team I've ever seen. Like, they beat Michigan at Michigan this year. Only team to do that this year. And then they lost games to like Northwestern. So it's like, I don't know what fucking team I'm getting. I think High Point, they score the shit out of the ball. They score a lot of points. A lot of shooters on that team. I think they could pull it off. And here's the thing. It's like, when I say I think they could, doesn't mean I think they will. I'm just saying, like, of the games that I think a potential upset could happen, that's one of them for sure. High Point is don't they just feel like a team that's gonna ruin somebody's March Madness run? Like, they're just gonna upset somebody, and you're gonna be like, what the hell is High Point?
High Point Panthers.
Everything's very similar to the Akron Texas Tech matchup, because Texas Tech has like impressive wins but like terrible losses also.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and lost to TCU, and then they beat Duke. Like, it's insane.
Yeah, like, it's just like so bizarre, and you're kind of just like, I don't know what I'm getting with them, but I think I know what I'm getting with this 12 seed. And if the 5 seed plays as bad as I've seen them play, they can lose.
Yeah,
totally. Yep. That's the way I would put it. I mean, Wisconsin has some guy like John Blackwell is a fucking stud. Like, that dude's awesome. But like, the rest of their team is super inconsistent from 3, man. And if you can't shoot the 3 consistently, it's like You can get beat, man. If you run into a team that shoots 50% from 3 for a game, you can fucking lose, man. It happens every year. So, I don't know if I would even really pick High Point to win, but like if you're looking for an upset, like you feel like you need one, that's definitely one to look at for sure. That's one I would look at.
And then if you're listening to Trainer, High Point's going all the way to the Sweet 16.
I like that.
That'll be the highest point.
So they're gonna have to beat. Who are they gonna have to beat to get to the Sweet 16? Arkansas
or Hawaii.
Who I'm picking over Hawaii. I'm picking Arkansas.
Wait, I think Trainer's got Akron going to the Sweet 16.
Yes, I do have Akron going to the Sweet 16.
Also, how are they allowed to get away
they have
with
to
the
beat
name
on the way?
Isn't that a different?
Alabama. I have them beating Alabama.
Wow. Okay. Well, you know what? If Aiden Holloway isn't playing, then I could see that.
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm leaning on.
Yeah, but you're talking about the Midwest bracket.
Yeah, we went. We already went through that one. I was just
jumping around a little bit. We're still in the West bracket.
No, but what I'm saying is you have Arkansas going out. If you have High Point beating Wisconsin, then you would also have them beating Hawaii, presumably.
Well, no, I don't have High Point beating Wisconsin. I have Wisconsin winning, but it's something I could see. Like I still have Wisconsin winning that game.
That's where I'm at with it too.
But like it's one of those where if it happens, I'm kind of like, oh, okay.
I'll say Hawaii has no chance against Arkansas. Zero chance against Arkansas.
I would say the same. I think Arkansas is super hot right now. And I just don't think anybody without like an athletic, rangy wing can defend them. And I don't think Hawaii has any NBA level athletes to guard Darius Akaf, Malik Thomas, and Billy Richmond. I mean, that's a fucking freak show trio to have on the same team for like backcourt or perimeter guys. So yeah, I'm taking Arkansas by 15 or 20. Actually, you know what? It could be a game that like was randomly close, but I just don't see Arkansas losing that game. I think I'd be really surprised.
I say you see a lot of Calipari doing this.
15.5 point spread.
I can see that. Ooh, that's huge for a fucking 4-13 game.
So then your Sweet 16 is going to be Arkansas, Arizona. Probably Arizona wins that.
That would be yes. Yeah.
Over
I think
Wisconsin.
Arizona wins that game. But it's one of those things where like Acuff is so good, he can kind of take a game over. Like I watched him do it at Alabama. I mean, they lost that game barely, but like Malik Thomas also fouled out. But Acuff is so good that I could see him like willing a team past a team like Arizona. I don't think they're gonna beat Arizona, but like it wouldn't be super shocking.
Earlier, Arizona, one of the biggest weaknesses I've seen them called out for multiple times is that they have one of the like some of the worst 3-point shooting of any of the elite teams.
They don't shoot threes. They like barely shoot.
They're all big as shit, and then they just like don't worry about having to shoot. But you were saying if you're not a 3-point shooting team, you could get beat on the outside.
Totally, yeah. I mean, Arkansas, that's like sucks for Arizona kind of that they run into. I think the hottest team in the country is Arkansas right now. They just hit their stride into February, man. They just figured something out. They figured out how good Acuff was. They figured out how Malik Thomas can play off the ball. They figured out how to play Billy Richmond at the 3, so you can have all 3 of those guys on the floor at the same time. It's just not a team I would want to run into right now, man. I mean, Texas played them into February, and they fucking smoked us, man. Like, it wasn't even close. It was like a complete domination, and Acuff was so good that Texas head coach Sean Miller, former coach at Arizona, former coach at Xavier, in the postgame presser, he said Acuff is the best college point guard he's ever seen. That's how fucking good he is. So, yeah, I mean, like, that's something I'll have to think about, actually, is, like, can Arizona get beat by a hot Arkansas team if Arkansas starts shooting the ball well? And they got guys who can pick and pop, too. Like, Trayvon Brazile can step out and hit threes from the 4 spot. So that's a really good point, Miggy. I will definitely reconsider that and maybe adjust my bracket. Thank you for that. We got 6 BYU with the potential, maybe presumptive number 1 pick in AJ DeBonsta. He's averaging 25 fucking points per game as a true freshman.
That's insane.
That's ridiculous, bro.
Big 12.
I feel like BYU is one of the more underrated teams that I've seen in a lot of other people's brackets. I felt like they were going to do more. I think a lot of people have them losing to Gonzaga.
Yeah, I do too, just because the problem with BYU, man, is A, they don't play a lot of defense. And B, their second best player is out for the year, Richie Saunders. I think he like broke his ankle, or I forget what the injury was, like a lower leg injury. And he's their most experienced guy and their second best player. I mean, they have Robert Wright, who's really good, and their coach Kevin Young is really, really good. But they also they're like the opposite of Arkansas. They've been like really in a slump for the last 3 or 4 weeks. I think they lost second round of the Big 12 tournament. I just haven't seen them play really to their capability in like a month. So we'll see. Maybe DeBonsta's just one of those guys that just takes over, and I mean that's their best chance to win. But they're either going to be playing NC State or my Texas Longhorns.
Yeah, they're honestly a team I'm really worried gets knocked out really early because they haven't been playing well. No, BYU. Like,
oh yeah,
because it just hasn't looked right, and I always kind of. This is a me thing, guys. If a college team has a guy that's like a clear top draft pick kind of guy,
yeah,
and they're kind of not just a dominant team number 1 seed, I kind of don't trust it. Where I'm just like,
sure,
that guy might be checked out, ready to get into the NBA, and I'm just
The Richie Saunders injury was a torn ACL about a month ago, by the way.
Okay, it was an ACL. I knew it was a leg injury. Yeah, that sucks. Like, that's your second best guy. Like, that guy's a really good player. Robert Wright's really good, too, but, I mean, he doesn't fucking defend at all. It's like, he just doesn't. He was just, like, not interested in playing defense. But I'll just quick preview of Texas NC State. This is a rematch from earlier this year where Texas beat NC State in Maui 102-97, so not a lot of defense being played.
Oh, wow.
I think Texas wins, and that's not a homer pick. Like, I'd be honest if I thought they were going to lose. I still think NC State's very good. Texas has been playing really badly as of late, but it's like an even matchup on the talent. Neither team's played super well in the last month. And I just would give the edge to Texas head coach, like a little bit over Will Wade.
If you just said that high scoring game, the over under for that game is 158.5.
That was a preseason tournament.
Surprised it's not higher than that.
Maui,
yeah, I was in Maui.
Yeah, but still, that's a 40-point difference.
True.
Yeah.
Well, 30.
I mean, wait. So the spread. I mean, the over under for the upcoming game is 158.5.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's very surprising to me.
Yeah, 158.5. Texas a 1.5 point favorite.
Tight. Texas. Hell yeah, Texas fight. They don't defend well. It's not an effort thing as much as it is they just don't have the personnel to defend well. They have really, really good. They have one really, really good player who's going to be a lottery pick, and Dalen Swain. He kind of controls everything. He leads the team in points, rebounds, assists, steals, and minutes. Like, he's their best player by far. But then they have the center, Matas Vokietaitis, who's a sophomore, who's like 7'2", and he's like really skilled, and he can get in, and he draws the most fouls in the country. He's like number 1 or number 2 in fouls drawn. So I think that they just somehow squeak by NC State despite how bad they've been playing. And then, man, if I had to pick a 6 seed to play against, it would be BYU.
Yeah.
Because their one strength is one thing Texas can negate with Dalen Swain, which is DeBonsta on the wing. Because Dalen Swain's like a stud defensive player. He's like a defensive playmaker, gets steals a lot. So, I mean, I'd probably lean BYU, but like if I had to pick a 6 seed to play, it's them for sure. If I'm, Texas.
Yeah. I got
Zaga.
I just checked the alternate lines on the over under, and
yeah, let's see them.
You could take 171.5 at plus 300. Which, if you think they're gonna have the score anywhere near, the last game, all they need for that is, a 90 and an 85.
Yeah, that's still a lot, even for those teams with high pace. But like, I would take the over of 158.5. I think that's pretty. I mean, I wouldn't say safe because it's gambling. You never know, but that seems like would be a good bet. I don't really play over unders very often, so.
A good betting strategy.
Yeah, though. I mean, I think that's gonna be a fun game too, and that's tomorrow night. So that'll be a fun game to watch to get like wet your whistle for basketball for the week.
Yeah, and
the first 4 games
for March Madness in general, actually not in general, the first 2 rounds specifically, the first half unders in games historically hit at like a 60% rate.
Interesting. That's good to know.
I actually.
Dude, you want to hear the most diabolical parlay of all time?
Yes.
This is fucked up, but it worked. So my friend, or this guy I know, we're Twitter mutuals, and he's like a radio guy in Dallas. And he said the day Kobe Bryant died, he took every first quarter under and parlayed them.
Oh shit!
Fucking hit.
Damn.
Of just the energy of every arena being just deflated.
I was like, you're fucking evil, bro.
Oh, dude. I got a similar one. The day Donald Trump got shot, the second I heard he got shot, I bet on Nick Castellanos to hit a home run immediately. The second I heard he got shot, because the Phillies game was just starting. Dinger.
God, Castellanos, man, what a guy. I love baseball too. That's my other sport that I love. I mean, I love football too. I like the big 3, and boxing are my 4.
Really in boxing.
All right, let's get into the rest of this bracket. So Gonzaga, Kennesaw State, taking Gonzaga. Gonzaga is very, very good. They have Graham Ike, who's like a potential, like All-American, borderline All-American type dude. They have Mario Saint-Superi, who's like a Spanish point guard. He's really, really good. I just don't see Kennesaw beating him. I think Few's a really, really good coach too. And then 7-10 is Miami, Missouri. Rolling Miami all the way. I've watched that Missouri team a few times this year. I just don't think they're very good. Yeah. And Miami's got a great coach in Jay Lucas, who played for Texas actually, and he's the son of John Lucas, who's like a big figure in Texas, state of Texas basketball history. He played for the Rockets. And then the last one is Purdue, Queens. Taking Purdue. I know Purdue's been up and down this year. They've been inconsistent, but they're going to beat Queens. I'm sorry. So your Sweet 16 or your round of 32 looks like Arizona, Utah State, Wisconsin, Arkansas, BYU, Gonzaga, and Miami, Purdue. So not really any big upsets here. The only one I would think about is flipping Texas or NC State to beat BYU. But for the most part here, man, I think I'm rolling chalk with most of these games. I feel like the seeding is just a lot different. I guess you go High Point over Wisconsin as well.
Nice.
Yeah. But then you have the Sweet 16 is pretty much
Zone Arkansas.
Yeah. As expected.
I mean, like, Arkansas could come out of that fucking division, bro.
I could see that happening.
I'm telling you, man, Acuff is like, who are people comparing him to? Donovan Mitchell. I've seen Allen Iverson. Like, he's like that good. I think Donovan Mitchell's my comp for him because he's like an undersized scoring guard, but goddamn, dude, his ability to score, like, just hit shots off the dribble. His step back is incredible. He can get to the rim very easily. He's super quick. He can finish through contact. He's physical for a guy that's 6'3". He can run an offense. He's a great passer. I mean, he's just like a fucking stud, man. He's one of the best point guards I've ever seen in college. So, I mean, when you have a guy that good orchestrating the offense, it's like you kind of got a shot against anybody, you know?
Yeah.
So you'd say in the Elite Eight, you're probably taking either one of them that's coming out of the Arizona, Arkansas. Like, you don't have Gonzaga, BYU, or Purdue, Miami.
I I think Miami might beat Purdue. I'm a big believer in Miami. I think that they have some really good players. Shelton Henderson's a true freshman. He's fucking awesome. What's his name? Malik Reneau is really, really good. Indiana transfer. And Jay's a great coach. And this Purdue team is weird. This Purdue team reminds me of the 04 UConn team that was way too talented and just didn't give a shit enough. And that's what this team reminds me of. It's like they're really talented at multiple positions, but I could just see them getting beat by Miami. They've played so below their standards so many times this year. Now, they beat Michigan, which was very impressive. But I don't know, man. I've seen this team play like shit against bad teams and lose. And it's just, they lost 4 home games this year. They haven't done that in like 5 years. I don't know. I just don't see Purdue coming out of there. Yeah, I would take the winner of Arkansas, Arizona over anybody on the bottom half of the bracket for sure.
Agreed. What was the next? Were we going east next?
Yeah, we can go east. Duke is so good, bro. Like, Duke is fucking stupid good, man. Like, Cam Boozer, obviously, best player in the country, but like, I mean, Isaiah Evans is a first-round pick. Gungba's a first-round pick. Hayden Boozer's really good. Malik Brown is an awesome defensive player. Sarr is a borderline first-round pick. Like, they're just fucking loaded. Kamania, potential first-round pick. Like, they're just loaded everywhere, man. I mean, they're just Duke. And Shire's a damn good coach, and they're just so connected defensively, and they just defend the perimeter like motherfuckers. Like, they're so good. So, yeah, they're not going to get upset in the first round. Don't think we're going to have any 16s over 1s this year. I don't think, especially not this Duke team. This Duke team is like an proto NBA team. It's like if you watch Duke last year and they had Flagg and Knipple and Malawat, like this team is not quite that talented, but I think it's a better team because I think the pieces fit a lot better. Yeah. So Duke is fucking loaded. Like, I'm taking them to go to the Final Four, and like I don't love putting 1s in the Final Four unless I like really like. I don't know, man. I think they're fucking loaded. Actually, I think they're super good.
In my bracket, they're the only one I have in the Final Four.
Yeah, if and I picked Arizona preseason to win it, but like, you ask me now, I would probably pick, Duke at least to win the East side of the bracket. They're fucking solid everywhere, man. They don't really have a weakness. Like, everything you need, you have a passer out of the post in Boozer, you have a rim protector in Gungba, you have shooting with Evans, you have defense with Sarr and Malik Brown, you have point guard with Caleb Foster. I mean, not Caleb Foster, he's hurt. Caden Boozer. Like, they're just they got all their bases covered, man. They just have everything you want on a championship team. They have a good mix of experience and NBA talent. Like, they got everything, man. I mean, you have Nicholas Kamania coming off the bench. That dude's like a 5-star. Like, he'd be a starter at like 90% of other schools, and he's like their 7th man. So, going Duke there.
What do you think about their matchup with St. John's, presumably, in the Sweet 16?
St. John's is a really good defensive team. Again, though, man, I just don't see a team other than Arizona or Florida or Michigan beating Duke. I think it would have to be another 1 seed. I just don't see, even UConn, who's the 2 in their side, I don't see UConn being able to hang with Duke's just like mix of NBA talent and 4th-year seniors. It's just like the perfect mix of guys. Like, Shire knows what he's doing, and St. John's has some dudes. Like, I love Dylan Mitchell. I broke his recruitment out of high school. When he was coming out of high school, I broke his commitment to Texas. I was like the first guy who knew. So always have a special place in my heart for that dude. But I just don't think they can shoot it well enough to hang with Duke. And Duke can get hot from 3. And once they do that, it's over. So I would take Duke in a matchup probably by like 5 or 6.
And then, yeah, I guess presumably they go on to face UConn. What do you said that you have South Florida. I mean, I don't know if you want to go through the rest of the games, but I mean,
to you, man, it's your show.
None of those really seem like. I mean, Ohio State.
None of these are particularly interesting.
8-9.
I'll give you I do like South Florida over Louisville. And
yeah, I do
well,
too.
My homer pick. I'm a UCF guy. I like us beating UCLA there. UCLA's got a couple injuries. Actually, we got a guy on our squad.
Dent's playing really well, though, man. Dent,
Yeah.
figured something out, and he's playing like he did at New Mexico. So, y'all are talented as shit. You're a UCF guy, you said?
Yeah, that's where I went to school. Jermichael Stillwell,
awesome.
Miguel, I think you would like. He's kind of like a mini Draymond Green for UCF.
Oh, yeah.
He's, like I said, South Florida, UCF, and Akron were my 3 favorite upsets.
Those are good picks, yeah.
In the first round. So I like UCF as well here.
But then do any of those, does it matter in the next round? Because South Florida against Michigan State.
Yeah, UCF loses to UConn more. I would say more than likely.
Yeah, UConn's getting out of that side for sure. I mean, UCLA I think's gonna be a tougher out than UConn thinks. Like, I think that'll be a good game because Dent's so good. But then I think Bilodeau's out for the tournament, which sucks. He's like their second best player or whatever. But yeah, we can skip to the next bracket. I mean, I can go through my like who I think's gonna be in the Sweet 16 and shit like that at the end. But yeah, let's take a look at the South just because I think there's more interesting games here. Another 11/6 I like is VCU over North Carolina.
Yes.
I don't know what y'all think about that.
I can see that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I don't even hate. I actually kind of like North Carolina, but Wilson's out.
Yeah.
VCU's really good. VCU beat out Texas for a recruit in basketball. I was just like, just pack it up, boys. Just fucking end the program.
I looked at this part of this division as it's a very slim chance, but the highest % chance of a 16 to beat a 1. I think Florida. I don't think Florida is nearly as good as they were last year. But I think Lehigh's got a squad, and Prairie View is not particularly terrible either. Those are like 2 very random teams that I've happened upon 2 or 3 games of theirs this year and actually enjoyed watching them.
No, I love hearing that, dude. I just think Florida's front court's too good for any mid-major to beat them. I just think, having Houck, having Condon, and having Chinyalu is just like
Condon's
like a cheat code. Condon's, I think he's the 3rd best of those 3, and he's still amazing. So it's like, I think Houck's their best player. And their backcourt's shooting well now. That's what's terrifying about Florida is they're shooting the ball now. They didn't shoot the ball well at all for the first 4 months of the season. The last month and a half, they've been shooting 37% from 3. So it's like, wouldn't want to run into them either. They could draw Vanderbilt in the Sweet 16, who beat their ass the other night. But that was the first time I've seen Florida play shitty in 3 months.
Yeah, I had money on Florida in that game. It was a rough one. I took them at halftime when they were already down 11, and I got them at +7 or something like that. And I was just like,
now
those are tough bets to place.
Oh, fun!
My biggest upset, which I know you guys are gonna say it's unlikely. I know you guys who know what you're talking about are gonna say no chance, but I got Troy.
No,
over
dude,
Nebraska.
I want to hear some fun shit. No, that's a very reasonable pick.
Yeah,
it's an extremely reasonable pick. Troy's legit. Their coach, Scott Cross, fucking great coach. He won so much at UTA, and they fired him for no fucking reason because they're idiots. Yeah, no, I think that's probably top 5 most reasonable upsets you could have.
Yeah,
I don't think Nebraska's all that good. They have a couple guys that are good. I think they're good. I just don't think they're a lock for a Sweet 16 or anything.
Well, compared to the other 4s, Nebraska's not a terrible one for them to have to pick. So, no. My cousin Thomas Dowd plays for Troy.
No shit. So,
yeah,
that's awesome.
My mom's brother's son.
That's sick, dude.
I mean, it's the coolest shit on earth. They made it last year. They got bumped by Kentucky in the first game. Which is why I'd fuck Kentucky till I'm dead.
Good Troy.
For sure.
He had the most.
Dude, we watched here last year. I wanted Kentucky to lose so fucking bad. We were all
He had
sick,
the most rebounds in the game.
Yeah.
And he's playing even better this year. Well, I think tied for the most. It was like he and the top guy on Kentucky both had 11. But yeah, he was
awesome, dude. He got 11 boards in a tournament game.
Yeah, it was sick.
It's unbelievable.
That's awesome. That was fun watching.
I'm really pulling for them this year.
Yeah, of course, dude. I'm pulling for them too. I mean, fuck Nebraska anyway. So yeah, we're rocking with Troy for sure.
Hell yeah.
That'll be my second team behind Texas, man, for sure.
We skipped over it a little pretty quickly, but I did want to add one thing about Vanderbilt is they have a very fun name on their team. It's a black guy named after a Friends character, which you don't see very often. But we got Chandler Bing.
Oh yeah, Chandler Bing.
Chandler
That's
Bing.
Right, dude. That's so funny, dude.
After the whitest Friends character.
He probably is. Yeah. Rest in peace. Right? Was he the one that died? All right. Well, anyway, I just wanted to add that.
Yeah, no, that's been a running joke in college basketball all year. I love it. It's so funny, dude. When he was a recruit, I remember that being a joke.
Chandler Bing, dude, they went all in with that name.
We're on a break. All right, we're picking Troy over Nebraska.
Let's go with Troy. I might change my bracket.
I'm rocking with Miggy's cousin, bro.
Let's go.
VCU. I think Virginia Commonwealth beats North Carolina. I think Illinois beats Penn and then beats VCU. I go home.
Shout out Penn. Shout out Penn.
Dude,
we haven't had a Philly school make
Did you see what he did?
Dude, that Ivy League championship game?
It was an unbelievable game. What's his name? TJ Power had 44 points and 14 boards.
What a strong name.
Dude, it's crazy.
Dude. He played for Duke and then Vanderbilt, and now he's at Penn. It's just like, wow, what a moron. This guy clearly sucks at school.
Yeah.
Dude, I mean, it's been so depressing the last 5 years having none of the big five Philly schools make it into the tournament. And this year, shockingly, we get two.
Oh, Lehigh. Wait a minute.
I can't fucking believe it.
Lehigh's close.
Yeah. Well, I mean, St. Joe's had some dudes last year.
Yeah, I mean, St. Joe's has kind of disappointed in their conference tournament the last 2 years. Like, dude, I watched that game.
They had some dudes last year. Rasheer Fleming's a fucking dude.
Man, I get so disappointed in them.
Yeah. I'm taking St. Mary's over Texas A&M because fuck Texas A&M. And then I'm taking Houston over Idaho.
Yeah.
So, and then I'm going to take Houston over. I think Houston, Illinois is going to be a very interesting Sweet 16 game because they're both teams that have at certain points this season been ranked number one, but they're very opposite. Right? Like Illinois is the number one offense in the country. They just fucking score at will. They have no problem scoring. And then Houston is like this defensive team that traps every post touch, traps every ball screen. Like they're just super involved defensively. So that'll be a really interesting matchup. I think I'm going to take Illinois, though. I think Illinois is a really, really good team.
Yeah.
So Florida over Iowa. Definitely not the opposite. No offense, Miggy. I think Vanderbilt would beat Troy. So I'm going to take Vanderbilt there. But I do have Troy winning their first game. So
hell yeah. That would be, dude, it would be so fucking cool.
It'd be so sick if they beat Nebraska. Also, Nebraska's never won a tournament game, so it'd be really funny. Literally never in their whole history have they won a tournament
when
game.
They had that Japanese kid.
Like 12.
What was that, like 2 or 3
They
years
lost first round. They were an
Illinois-Houston matchup. The things that I did see that I thought was interesting is that the South Division is playing in Houston, and so for Houston it's essentially just like home games.
Oh yeah. They're gonna have a crazy turnout for them. And when they play at the Fertitta Center, which is their like home floor, it's the same guy who owns the Rockets. Like gives U of H a lot of money. That's a crazy home court. Like those people go nuts, even though it's kind of a commuter school. It's a really weird school to be this good at basketball. It's like a very strange place to go to school, kind of. All right, so we got
Florida, Vanderbilt.
Michigan State. Yeah. So my Sweet 16 right now is Duke St. John's, Michigan State UConn, Florida Vandy, Illinois Houston. We got Virginia Iowa State, Michigan Bama, Arizona Arkansas, Gonzaga Miami. Those are my Sweet 16 picks.
Hell yeah.
So that would take us through the first weekend.
Yes, sir. The best weekend.
First weekend.
You can post the picks in the chat too, just so everybody knows. Everybody can follow along.
We'll put them down there.
Yeah, for sure. But I mean, we're embarking upon a beautiful journey that will be fucking awesome to watch. I'm very, very excited about the next week, and it's my favorite time of the year, and I just love it for multiple reasons. But man, taking work off is gonna be so fucking sick.
And we will be watching, at least in the Discord. So anyone that's in the Discord can join. Anyone in the Patreon can get on the Discord, and we can hang out. I might be streaming some of them, but I also won't necessarily be able to be available to run it for.
There will be one of us streaming
all
it.
of them, but definitely
we
will be hanging out watching
it too.
Now I think I'm not gonna be there for some of the East games. I don't think I'm gonna be there, so I'll probably be hanging in here.
You mean like going to the game?
It doesn't look like it.
Oh, gotcha.
That would have been sick.
I can hop on with whoever wants to stream. I don't mind doing that. I think that'd be fun. This has been fun as shit. Like I love going on with you guys because you guys are very funny and fun. But I just love this sport, and I love finding other comedians who like sports. Like that's how me and Robbie literally became friends, and I got introduced to like all these people. Is like we were tweeting about NBA shit. You know what I mean? So it's like a good. And every stand-up bit I've ever done that's done well on social media has been about sports, which is kind of funny.
Well, no, really sick that we were able to have you, someone who actually knows what they're talking about, which usually us just getting drunk and being like, I don't even fucking like Calipari.
Yo, nice ball watcher. Yeah, hell yeah. That boy clean.
Yeah, I don't even like fried squid.
And if you want to reconvene next Monday to look at the Elite 8 or Sweet 16 Elite 8, we can do that too. We can do like a shorter one if you want. Sorry, I talked the whole time. I just No,
it's good. That's what I needed. I read a couple of other opinions from other people that I was, able to bounce off you. But I feel like I have a much better understanding going into it. And I feel like people are still doing their brackets, so it's nice to have something that like someone who knows who the players are and can say their names.
I did know Chandler Bing
knows the offenses they run and shit. What's up? Yeah, dude. But yeah, man. I mean, if that's all you guys need from me, probably gonna hop off here in a second if that's okay.
Yeah, we're right at the hour mark either way. So, anything you want to throw?
Yeah.
Your Instagram handle, a lot of fun.
Yeah, this is fun. I'm at DickPix420, DickPix 420. That's my stand-up comedy Instagram. But for my Twitter, at Keenan Womack, that's a little more serious. I write about sports on there. I write for On3, write for Sports Illustrated, wrote for Rivals. So I have a few, and I do a show for Inside Texas of On3. So yeah, I'm around. You can find me.
Hell yeah. Boys,
thank you for making some time, and let's hang out for some of the games whenever you're going to be free.
Yeah, definitely. And, just let me know. Just text me, and I'll hop on and stream with you on Thursday or Friday or whatever you want.
Hell yeah.
Sweet. Appreciate
you, fellas.
Yeah, thanks, bro.
Yeah.
Peace. All right.
We still recording?